one-issue comic books.
It's
One-shots.
It's actually really interesting that we use this analogy of undercard and stuff because we have up first on the night we got Godzilla versus Fantastic Four, and after that match,
hold on.
Get him.
If you're going to list, you better get him. All right, hold on.
Get him up.
Get him.
If you don't know who we're talking about, you will soon.
You don't. You need to listen to the show.
All
right, first up, we got
tonight. We have Godzilla versus Fantastic Four. What? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Next. I don't know which one. You gotta show it to me. Next, Godzilla versus Hulk. What? And then after that, we have the next bout of the night, Godzilla versus Spider-Man. What? And rounding out the card, we have Godzilla versus the X-Men. What?
So yeah, we got four.
That was a lot of work.
Yeah, I know. So it's funny.
Wait, we're listing some.
Was it
Get
worth
the goddamn.
it? Probably not.
Yes, it was.
And for me, it was.
Me too. Love you, buddy.
More you know. Fucking.
Best friends.
So yeah, it's funny that I went on that whole rant about crossovers and how much I hate them. Because yeah, we're doing 4 crossover books tonight. We're talking about God.
We just
those 4
shit
books.
all over crossovers.
And
then we're coming back to you with a bunch of crossovers.
I read these out of sequence. I read.
Well, okay. First of all, there is no. To me, there is no thread winding
Not
them
really.
together. No,
the
there
only
isn't.
one is Spider-Man connects. Spider-Man mentions the previous Hulk book.
Sure,
But that's about it.
right.
And it doesn't even matter. You could just, in the way that it's read, and the way that it is just like, oh yeah, you found Hulk, and da-da-da. It's just like any other comic book where it's just like, yeah, that happened in this thing. I gotta say, man, oh man, I should not have read them in the way I did. Because I read them all. Well, I read the Hulk Godzilla vs. Hulk book separately. That's the first one I got. I skimmed through the Fantastic Four one. But you really start to understand the formulaic nature of them when you read them all back to back. And that's really where I had that rant come from of like, okay, what is the point of this? I get that all this exists because it's a celebration of Godzilla. It's the 80th anniversary of the character. I understand that. There's crossovers are a nature of comic books,
sure.
But it's just this, like, I didn't even read the Fantastic Four book, but I skimmed it because I know what happens because I'd already read the 3 other books.
What happens in every single one? No shit. Godzilla shows up, people panic, and then
hero fights
whatever
it.
hero of the book, right? And it's okay. So the first one is basically Fantastic Four, and that's the 60s. The 70s are the Hulk. The 80s is Spider-Man, and the 90s is X-Men. And I think there's another one. Did you say the X-Men has one?
There's one more book. It's the Avengers. It's Godzilla versus the Avengers.
That's probably. Oh no, that's Thunderbolts.
No, it's I think it's Spider-Man mentioned. Or no, it might have been Fantastic. No, because the Fantastic Four mentions X-Men. Point is, there's another one for the Avengers.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Death of the Silver Surfer. Right.
That's what I was telling you about. Oh, I love it, Marvel. The Death of the Silver Surfer.
Power cosmic me down.
What a shitty summer. You're going to kill Thor and Silver Surfer in the same summer.
Yeah.
You bitches.
Eat it.
All right. So that what I'm
Oh, by the way, Lego, you can't give me a fucking Silver Surfer with the goddamn Galactus model. What the fuck is wrong with you? I don't care if it's a girl.
Okay. So
back to the rant at hand. The previous the rant back to the rant previously in
we're not
going
to review these we're doing 4 books, yes.
We're not going to review it.
We're not going to review it the same as we would issues. So we're going to review it as just kind of ranking them how we felt. So I will just rank the 3 that I read.
Sure.
And of the 3 that I read, I think Spider-Man is probably my favorite because it's written by Joe Kelly. And it's the black suit Spider-Man, and there's a Venom.
Right, yep.
God Venom.
In
which
fact,
Godzilla Venom.
If I'm not mistaken, in this Godzilla versus Spider-Man, one of the cool things about it is it's set at the time.
It's in continuity.
It's after he came back from Secret Wars, but before he's really found out what he has. he's starting to understand that it's more than just
This
a
is
suit.
before he knows about the Sonic.
But Venom doesn't even exist,
No.
even though Godzilla gets venomized.
Also, I
which is
gotta give him
fucking
props
great.
for "Oh My Godzilla." That's a good phrase. No, I wanted to pull up.
I was gonna say we're not reviewing these singly.
No, there was
jerk.
something I wanted to pull up that I really liked, and I was trying to remember. I was trying to do it and let you vamp.
But I would say each one, you know.
I mean, just look at it. It's a Godzilla Venom. How can you not love it?
Well, it's Nick Bradshaw does the art, who is fucking.
Oh,
dope
that's
as
what I
hell.
wanted to talk about. Nick Lowe's editorial notes are fucking great. In this Spider-Man.
yeah.
Like, just some of them are just, what does it say? Honestly, we don't know why he did it. It was talking about, Parker, you quit college. And there's an editor's note. It's like, honestly, we don't know why he did it either. Stay in school, kids. Nick, lover of learning low.
Yeah, see, those were
Like, of the time.
those can be fun. Okay, so Fantastic Four, and then Hulk, and then X-Men and Spider-Man. I'd have to say,
Which one was your favorite?
I'd have to say Hulk was really cool because it's a fucking
I loved Hulk.
hulked out Godzilla. I'd have to say probably Hulk, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and then X-Men. And to be truthfully honest, the difference between 1 and 4 is not that great. They're all about the same.
They're all this. It's all the same.
They're all entertaining in their own way. If you love,
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
really
they're still fun
It's
books.
really depending. Like, to me, the solution in the X-Men one wasn't as cool as the other three. You got Venomized Godzilla, you got Hulkified Godzilla,
But
and
you
you got
super-
fucking Silver King Ghidorah as the Herald of Galactus. I keep wanting to say that Galactus of Herald. The Herald of
Harold.
Galactus of Herald. Welcome to the party.
Dude, that's our band. Galactus of Harold.
Galactus of Herald coming to eat your planet. And
Think about it.
think about it.
We're gonna observe.
Listen, we're the Galactus of Herald. If you don't like it, then go see another show
Go
or
suck an egg.
stay home. I don't care.
Another way we wanted to talk about it. So
I'd say
Who-
that's my ranking, yeah.
yeah, and the reason,
But they're all neat in their own way. The only one I don't really care for is the X-Men
but the
one.
X-Men one is my least favorite too because it's so convoluted for no reason.
Right.
Just make the X-Men fight
Yes.
him.
What are we doing here?
Even with Spider-Man's solution is to get the Venom off of Godzilla, and Godzilla's sonic, like, atomic breaths it. Like, and fucking the Hulk one, it's like he gets gamma radiation, and
well,
that's
he
what helps.
bleeds into him or something.
yeah,
It's
and
something
that,
like that. Yeah.
supercharges Godzilla and hulks him out. Like,
In Fantastic Four, Silver Surfer gives all his cosmic power to Godzilla,
and
which
that's
is
what they
just
just
cool as
scold
hell.
the guy. They just scold the guy and let him leave. Like, hey, you're bad.
Hey, you're bad.
And you know what? Sometimes
Get out of here.
real monster is you. Yeah. And again, I
Lesson.
get that they're trying to do, and they're kind of trying to play to these eras and do that shit. But it's
Yeah, but
like,
also I don't care. Listen.
but why did they get super adaptoid? A. B. Why are we okay? We got super adaptoid, but why do we need to make it even more convoluted by making it that it has to be operated by a portable cerebro that has to be run by Charles Xavier because he's the only one with a mind strong enough that could be able to control super adaptoid at the same time, understand what Godzilla's thinking, and then at the same time keep the X-Men focused. What?
I got to
And
tell you.
maybe that was just how X-Men comics were written.
I
at that
got to
time.
tell you
I
one
don't know.
thing. I got to tell you one thing. X-Men First Class, X-Men Days of Future Past. The first, those two were really good. Okay. Now it's not necessarily anybody's fault that they took place 10 years from each other. But
Yeah.
then what they did, which is why the next two sucked ass, Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, is because, oh, well, the next one's got to take place in the 80s.
And the next one's gotta be in
and
the 90s.
That's what they were worried about, is making sure that it looked like the 80s and felt like the 80s and looked at like the 90s and look at the Dazzler album. And here's Jubilee
Which
at the
timeline
mall.
is it?
We're at a mall because it's the night like the beer to fuck, right? And I'm just tired of it because it's like, you guys ruined perfectly good stories because you were so worried about making sure that they had the right, like, you know, the right socks, the right calf warmers on, you know, and the right, like, collar on the shirt and shit. And it's like, make sure the fucking story is good or don't make the movie. Sorry, did I
I agree.
But that's one of the drawbacks of the Godzilla movie or books is that they all try to be the best ones of these do not give a shit about the era they're in. And that's Spider-Man. That's all of them except for X-Men. And they try so hard. Look, Gambit's on the team. Look at Storm's got her white costume. And Jean Grey's got that god-awful orange and blue thing. Irritating as fuck, dude. I give it a solid 5 out of 4.
I thought you were going to say, I give it a solid fuck you.
Fuck you, Godzilla vs. X-Men.
I am affronted by this.
Hey, Godzilla vs. X-Men, why don't you Pico to get the fuck out of here?
It's not that bad.
Patented. Yeah.
No, I enjoyed them for what they were, but yeah, at the end of the day, I'm like, what's the point of that? What's the point of that? Other than to just be fan service.
They got $20 for me. 5, 5, 5, and 5. There you go.
Stop doing it.
Marvel got $20
We're not
going to
review another one unless you really have to know how.
But
they
there's
do
a third. There's another one coming
versus
out.
Avengers. Unless you really need to know.
So lame. Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.